Hello and welcome back to HOI4. This is Black Prince Gaming and we're back today on our A to Z run through. Today we'll be playing Bolivia, and you can see there in the top left of the screen we have a mod on today, the Unión y Libertad mod. I've seen a few other people play this. It looks like this might just be... Well, we had Trials of Allegiance come out as a DLC, so it looks like this is sort of a mod that basically gives that and gives those DLC and also expands it to the rest of South America, because it was very limited just to, you know, some of the major nations in South America. But this one, for example, gives a focus tree to Bolivia. So let's go ahead, jump on in. This is a complete blind playthrough. Oh my god, you can already see there's a lot happening. Yeah, there's already a lot happening. I'm kind of thinking, do we want to play non-historical just to see what chaos erupts out of South America with this mod? I'm kind of thinking that sounds like a good plan. So we're going to go non-historical and we're just going to check out what chaotic things all of these South American nations can now do. Cool, I'll enjoy. Thank you, mod developer. And let's have a look at this focus tree. So we've got dealing with the depression, so we can go down an agrarian society. Or we could look to industrialize. I don't even know what's better. Side with the people, side with the military. So I'm guessing side with the people will be a sort of communist. Oh no, democracy. Oh, are we fighting a civil war right off the bat, or is that only if we go that way? Okay, looks like there's a coup or a civil war either way we play this, so there is going to be some things happening, that is for sure. So, okay, and then we've got the great coup coming, so actually maybe we will need to start picking a side earlier than I thought, because we want points towards the great coup. Yep, okay. Okay, because it's a ticking coup that's about to happen, I think we need to focus down getting as much military support on our side as possible, because that is going to be really bad for us if we can't get the support across to our men. So this just looks like it's a full-on fight, like fighting everywhere. I mean, similar to this, although there's a few more alliance opportunities potentially. But yeah, I think I'm going to go down the fascist path, mostly just because I have done the I did communism last time when I played my Bhutan game. So let's go ahead and look at some fascism this time around. National Socialist, weekly manpower. That is actually really handy. I think we get this guy like immediately. Like, why wouldn't we, you know? Popular figurehead, war industrialist, rubber king, captain of industry. Oh, there's some really good things in here. But yeah, I think the soldier recruiter is what we're going to go for the 600 weekly manpower coming in. That is just really too nice to pass up almost. Restructure the parliament. Let's nationalise the Standard oil holdings. Okay, so yeah, these are all going to hurt us for a moment, but then they're going to start ticking away against the modifying that went against the civilians. Oh, which is bad. So little stability coming out of there. My god. Revolutionary Brazil. Okay, is this just South America Civil War Royale? Looks like it's going to be. Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo's trying to go independent, is that? Okay, some of these civil wars are uprising. Venezuela is in a civil war. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a bit of a civil war based mod. Which, you know, it's good to see. That's hopefully going to weaken all of our neighbours if we've come out of if we can come out of our sort of civil unrest period quite well, then that could be really handy for us, like having weakened neighbours on all of our borders. Okay, and now Now we have Oscar and Zaga de la Vega in charge. Let's try and tackle Toro, and then let's try and get him in prison just straight away. Let's get that sort of done and dealt with. I don't want to be dealing with him any further if we can help it. And there we go, the Incas have taken power. So that is going to be very interesting. We also now have 3 research slots, which is just going to be so much handier for us in continuing to grow and expand. Maybe we do... Let's get the radio now. This is very interesting. Because if I take this, that just cuts us off, and we then are the Peru-Bolivian Confederation. But we can't... That cuts off the whole focus tree, doesn't it? Like, there's nothing more under that. Or do we get a new focuses? It doesn't look like it. So, okay, that looks like a way you could quickly sort of try and do it. So let's focus on our internal sphere then. There's a load of good industry that we can get. And lots of support for like Catholic support. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Focus on the internal sphere. Let's go for it. Okay, we can start strengthening our claim now on this land by clicking this. Let's add a few days then maybe just to everything. Let's just make sure that we're not rushing straight into this. And then we can try and, you know, build up our claim on this land, and maybe that'll actually just give us the land for free, which would be so nice, not having to fight a war for it. If we can just keep them sort of intimidated almost into, well, giving up the land to us. I don't know if it's going to just give us this, or if it's going to give us all of this behind it, do you get me? Like, it's kind of a, it's a weird position if they were to just give us one. 85% chance. Boom. That's actually huge, and we lost our loss of sea debuff as well, which, I mean, not that it really mattered too massively, because what were we going to do with the sea, but we now have convoys we can start producing, which is actually going to allow us to get population in from any European theatre wars, so actually that is quite good for us. Okay, everyone back on this line now. That whole area is now completely cut off when we end up, if we end up going into a war. I don't know why we didn't just also get an option to take that, like it gave us these 2 states but not this state, is what I'm kind of confused by. Total success, there it is, perfect. Strengthen our support. Okay, it looks like Peru might actually come for us. No, yeah, well, the Incas now they are, but looks like they could actually end up coming for us. Why didn't they just take them out? That's really confusing that they left the Great Galapagos state. Brazil still in that civil war. That is hopefully going to just absolutely ruin their economy, ruin a lot of their war support and everything like that. That would be so nice if they stay stuck in that. The Maritime Empire of Chile, okay. And they have a war goal on us. Oh, okay, okay, hold on. Did not realize that. Let's maybe go ahead and make sure that we have men on the border just in case they do get a little bit too over-eager, overconfident maybe. I feel like expanding the mine is a good shout. Let's just try and get even more resources down. El Salvador's taken some, but not much. But if we could just open ourselves up as a huge, like, trading power, that would be so good. What did I see about the Republic of Hellas has gone toward Bulgaria, but also Yugoslavia, so it looks like the Greeks are about to die. The German right... Whoa! 1939 Germany, and look at that faction. That is going to be one seriously powerful Germany. Like, already have Spain on side, Belgium, they're going after Britain, Poland, Lithuania. If Germany wins this war, which it looks like they might likely do, especially considering... Did they take over Portugal as well? Jesus, Germany is on a run. This is looking like a world conquest level Germany. Christ. That is quite terrifying to keep an eye on, really. You know, I'm taking the war refugees from China. Let's just go for it. The Inca have declared war on us. Thanks for the warning, game. That was a bit annoying. There was literally no warning given for that. But here come the Inca. Okay. You guys, let's get you on. The other three of you, we're going to need a new general. Oh, Carlos is back. Okay, let's have a look. Is Carlos better than this current guy? In my eyes, yes, because he's got that hill fighter bonus, which is what we're mostly going to be fighting in. So, let's get everyone up and over. Let's get them railroading. I really wish it had given me some sort of prompt to tell me, you know, your country's about to be invaded from the north. But, you know, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. Okay, now decisions-wise, let's go ahead and get over to Forge Our Own Path and then our Wars of Vengeance, which is going to actually give us buffs, attack bonuses against some of these nations, and I think Peru was on that list, so if we can get some attack buffs against them, that is going to be really, really handy for us. Let's take war bonds, let's get the consumer goods factories right down, see if we can't really start booming the economy in this situation. Like, that would be really nice. There we go. Brazil has actually fallen to revolutionary Brazil. So that leaves them very weak and vulnerable, actually. There we go. Forge Our Own Path. Our Wars of Vengeance. So we get basically more attack power against everyone that surrounds us. So that is Peru, Argentina, Paraguay, and Chile, and Brazil. So let's see how good these bonuses are. Hopefully they will help us crack through the lines. Let's get a couple buffs for, yeah, 1940s rifle tech. Let's get the 1940s computing machine up and running. Just really try and get our army that bit more secure. Infantry expert on this guy already because he already was an infantry leader, which is hopefully going to help us. There you go, our Wars of Vengeance. So... does that give us anything just straight out here that we can use? Make the Inca Empire pay for taking our lands, which is going to give us 10% attack and defense against them for 90 days. So does that just begin straight away? That does begin straight away. So I guess let us go ahead and hit the boost here and get ourselves moving. Let's see if we can't maybe try and snake round some of their troops here. Like, that's kind of the real aim of this, is can we encircle some of their forces? Come on, perfect, we got in. A couple of them crushed out. That's real nice to see. There you go, let's try and flood a few more through some of these front lines where we can. For example, you guys, can you get up, maybe take the supply hub and start securing things there? Can you get down to Tacna, just cut off these couple units that are going to be coming down? Okay, if you can't... oh, they actually have a lot more units than I thought. Okay. Let's hold them for the moment. We've taken some good gains right there. Like, we've made some ground. Let's just be a bit careful how far we go with all of our attacks here. Like, we don't want to overextend, really overstretch ourselves when we, you know, can't afford to. Okay, now let's start removing these debuffs here. So that's going to give us a lot more attack and defense back. And then combining that with an extra 10% attack boost, we should really be able to do something with our military here. Try and get the men in, see if we can't keep a hold of this river line in places. You guys maybe just pin this for a moment. There you go, get back across and into it. Perfect, okay. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a slog, this war. It's not going to be an easy war, that's definitely the case. Oh, we have actually capped out our military here, so I think what I'm probably thinking is it's going to be a grand battle plan game. Just because we are going to be using a lot of infantry, I imagine. So let's do the infiltration route because that's the more unarmored version. So let's make sure that we are getting as many buffs for our troops fighting out here as we can. Let's really try and focus down getting rid of these debuffs. So let's actually take it back up to 5 speed because we don't need to just sort of sit and watch this stagnant front line. There's our debuffs gone. Let's promote a general. Extend the general staff. And then let's go ahead and make the Incan Empire pay. And let's go for it. We now should have a lot less debuffs coming in that would really affect our fighting potential here. Okay, even if we can't make too much expansion, if we could just begin expanding in some of these areas, that would be real good. Like, for example, taking this supply hub would just push us forward by a lot. Let's try and just get across the river in certain areas. You get in on that attack. Both of you get in there. Let's just really try and do our best. Come on, attack in there. You guys maybe hit them there. Just see if you can't keep their military pinned. Perfect. That's 4 more divisions trapped and encircled. There you go. Let's try and go for even more up here in the north. Let's mobilize the economy. Sure. Perfect, taken even more land. That's another unit encircled. This is what we need to do. We just need to make sure that we continue, like, destroying their units that are sat here. What was that? The Incan Empire just did what? Declared war on Chile. Okay. I mean, if I can get through, then I will. Like, let me take this land. Like, if they want to kill themselves, getting themselves encircled, like, through our land, that is fine by me. I will, of course, take an open opportunity where possible. Try and pin them there, maybe, while we push through. Oh, okay. Break on through. Can we break through to these men? We can break through to them, and we actually completely killed a unit there. So that's really good. Maybe see if we can't continue pushing on elsewhere. Perfect, we've encircled them in Arica. Look at that, 6 divisions they've actually got there. So let's get in and let's really try and crush out whatever support they have here. Come on, give it everything you've got. Okay, if you can, just move up and move round. Same, you guys just continue moving up. Okay, let's carve in up here against this northern tile, and then let's have everyone crush down and into the coastline here. Let's just try and really get them, secure them, and bring these units back to the front where they're needed. And if we could take Arica, that would be so nice to do as well. There we go, looks like Arica's falling, which is just another good bunch of their units destroyed and crushed out here. And it's a supply hub for us, which supply is so necessary. Go for it, let's take the port and the supply hub that goes with the port. No, okay, we just get in the port, that's fine. The port works too, like, it's not like that's awful just to get the port. Does look like they are using a lot of equipment though, like some of their units look like they're a bit debuffed or struggling. Oh, go on. The Chilean Empire has actually done us a huge favour there by taking the capital. That's actually huge for us. Like we might actually have a full-on chance here of winning now because of that naval invasion by Chile. Boom. Come on. Yeah, like you can see their units moving to loads of different areas to start like trying to defend, but there we go. And we should have the majority of the war score there to take everything we want. Take their screening ships too. Perfect. Okay, we have expanded our empire out a little bit. That is very nice. That's their war goal finished, is it? There we go, and there's the war. So let's make sure that no one else is training. Look at that, immediately they gone for the naval invasion, so I was right to bring people back for that, because that would have, man, that would have been huge if they got that. That would have just taken away all of our support, all of our supply day one in this southern region. Damn. So they properly did plan out ready for that. Okay. You guys can keep training for now. Hopefully enough of you will get online. That shouldn't really be a big issue. Let us start force integrating our new territories. Hopefully we can bring them under control. That would be real nice. And how ready are these guys? Like, can we break in certain regions? We might be able to actually. Hold on. You guys maybe halt. Let's go for it on these regions and see if we can just break right round the back of them kind of thing. Like that would be devastating to their entire army. That would be their entire army encircled in a flash. Come on. That'd be so big. Okay, maybe try and push him from this side as well. Maybe we tick things down to 4 speed. Let's keep a little bit of a better eye on things. But yeah, if we can continue to hold this and can break round a few of their units. Like that's the thing, stamping out a few of their units like this would just be so big for us. Like if I could just break that tile. Oh, okay, tile is broken. Can we maybe try and hold some troops here? If this fight could end. Come on, continue marching. Oh my god, we took it. You guys halt. You guys also halt. Meanwhile, the rest of you, let's get the push continuing. See what we can't sort of continue to attack. See what we can't take. Like, let's just go. Maybe this could be absolutely it for the Chilean army. We have them pretty much secured everywhere we want. Let's get these guys all crushed. I mean, look at their units just getting absolutely routed here. The organization dropping so rapidly. Let's get the next buff as well for our army. Germany, you want to resupply in our port? Sure thing, Germany. There you go, you guys. You guys attack maybe that northern tile. Let's just really try and create as much chaos as we can. Like, attack as aggressively along these front lines as we can. There we go. Taking another tile down the coast, which is a port as well. Just keep heading down the coastline. Like, let's just try and keep having some men head down there. We should have enough to continue to, like, secure in behind them and hold the sort of lines. But if we could just get far enough down the coast, that would be so good. Like, for example, if we can make it to here. So you guys try and pin these units here while these guys break round, and then that should be these 9 units encircled. Perfect. That is absolutely incredible. So there we go. We'll just continue pushing in, continue securing land where we can. And I mean, that should be them pretty much out of an army. Yeah, okay, they have some units, but these look like they've freshly railroaded up here, actually, considering they have no organisation, or they are freshly spawned for the defence of their capital. But here we go. We'll take it. Let's take Santiago. Let's just try and put as much as we can into the offensive here. Yeah, look at it, it's about to fall any day now. Come on, take it, it's yours. Continue your push down the coast. How much further do we have to go to get Chile out of here? Okay, Chile are still... They still have a long way to go before they will consider capitulating to us. There we go, so we have taken Chile, we have taken their navy too, so we will... well, we will add their navy to our current navy. And now we actually have a somewhat decent-ish navy to battle somewhere with, but you know. So hopefully we are just that bit more secure. Now, the main issue we're going to end up running into here is... well, it's this alliance between America and Argentina. That's really going to affect us, because if we try and go to war with Argentina, we will get crushed by the Americans. So why can't I take the decision yet? Oh, either way, our army actually just looks like they rock right through them, so don't worry about that, I guess. It looks like we won't be needing that division. Oh, we need to complete the war within 160 days. I did not know about that. Okay. Thanks for telling me about that goal game before it, you know, before the war got far. Let's try and get some men across the river line is what I'm thinking here. Like, because that's going to be the main enemy of ours, is getting across this river. Like, can we snake round the back of them to the capital, maybe? Okay, they did manage to get a guy across, so no is the answer to that. But let's continue the push in. Continue to try and push through the jungle. And try and get to where we need to secure what we need. Come on. There we go. We're marching in on the capital. Marching just completely past their armies. Hold them there while we take that. Just across the river line. So then we have encircled their forces up here. And we have good holdings over the river line, which means that we can really start to crush in their capital, maybe. There you go. Support attack there. Let's get these men up round the capital. And that is Paraguay gone. Boom. Actually smashed them out. They're normally such a difficult enemy to take out in South America. So very happy that we've managed to do that. That's them gone anyway.